Um, it was a pretty tough match, real tight. We ended up winning both points by less than 1 3 pins. The last one, and then the team game was like 20 sticks or whatever, so it was like 25 somewhere in there pins. So I mean, real close matches. All I can say is that as a coach, you just got to give credit to the players making shots when they need to. And in the team game, we were down, and in the eighth frame, they just made some really key shots from the eighth frame on, and we were able to snap off the team game. And then in the 5-game Baker match, we were down 80, going into the last two or whatever, and I just told them, give me half of it. Give me 40. And they're like, we'll get you 80, coach. And I was like, nah, just give me half of it. And so they got me 40 or 35, and then just Nebraska obviously flipped lanes, and we were able to shoot 250 the last game. And, hats off to them. They played great. Crystal made a good shot in the second shot in the 10th, could have struck. And so obviously we're here and going to be on ESPN tomorrow.
For all three of you, just to kind of expand on what you just said with that match, going into the last two, knowing Nebraska had the choice of lanes with the total pins, what did you guys think when you had to make the move, and then the move that you guys made and finishing on that lane? What was the thought process?
The left lane hooked a little bit more, so I told Emma to move 1 and 1 or to move left when we went straight over there. I knew that they were going to flip us because they had 180 or 190 that game in game 4, so I figured that they were going to flip us. And that basically the thought process is just this lane hooks a little bit more, let's move a little bit left and just make the best shots you know how.
Personally, I really like the left lane, so I was kind of hoping that we would get to switch, and I think that Maggie and a lot of the other people on our team would agree. So I think that it was best for us because we had just bowled a really good game and just got some bad breaks in the last 3 frames, so I think it was good for us.
Yeah, on that left lane, it was I thought it was a better lane, but we did get some bad splits at the very end of the third game. But I just knew I needed to make a move and trust that shot and just hope it all went well.
You mentioned you play on ESPN tomorrow for the national championship, but the day looks a little different. Now you've got a big gap in the morning. How do you strategize your day so that you're ready come the show?
I just make sure that everybody gets some good rest, but you also want to make sure everybody gets up, we get a good lunch, and get prepared, and, get here, supposed to be here at 4 o'clock or whatever. We'll probably be here at 3:30, be a little bit early, and, just kind of take it easy, but probably have a little team meeting, talk about some things of, TV and get prepared for that.
I think as a team we'll probably hang out and stay together a lot more just because that's, I think, when we do the best is when we're all staying together. So in the morning we'll probably do that.
We'll definitely make sure to get some rest and come in tomorrow with our energy high, just good mentality.
Coach, you've been here before now. What do you do different this time from the last time you were on the TV show? And how do you prepare your players for what the TV show is going to be?
Yeah, when we made the show a couple years ago, I probably should have made some subs a little quicker. Obviously, here, probably be making ball changes a little bit quicker if we need to be. I mean, obviously, I'm just going to read ball motion and whatever the balls do. We'll adjust accordingly, from front to back of what the balls are doing, or if we got to move side to side, depending on kind of if we think we need to stay in that ball. And that's pretty much it. Just kind of get prepared for that. It's just another day in the playground. I mean, it isn't any different. Lane's still 60 feet. So,
a question each for Emma and Maggie. Emma, it seemed this morning you were kind of grinding it out, and then this block seemed like you were striking with a little more ease. Was there some type of adjustment you attribute that to, whether it was technical or mental or even physical?
I think a little bit of both. I did move a little bit right just to give myself more room because I think there was a hook spot more to the right than inside where I think it was kind of hanging a little bit, at least for me. And I just tried to forget about what happened this morning because it was kind of frustrating to watch my ball 10 pin and not really get there. So I did both a physical and mental adjustment.
And Maggie, you're the only two-hander in the field. We actually just spoke with Jennifer from Vanderbilt. We were really one of two lefties in the field. So, you also have a uniqueness to your game. What differences did you see since your ball roll can be a little more sensitive to changes in friction? What was different from this morning to this afternoon?
In the later, like on the second half, the lanes did play a bit tighter. So whereas in the first half where I can get it a bit more out, I wasn't able to do that in the second part. But once I was able to make good adjustments, I didn't move as much as I did in the first half, which I think really helped. And I did make good ball changes, and I just made sure I trusted how my ball would read the lanes.
For Maggie and Emma, you guys talk about how Rochester, Rowlett, how that prepared you for a day like today, and how that's going to prepare you for tomorrow as well.
I think that our team has really faced a lot of adversity. We've gone to a lot of game sevens of the best 4-7s. We've lost a lot of either the Baker point or the traditional point in mega matches. So I think it's just really helped us be a team of grit and determination and a team that likes to fight. And I feel like we do better when we're down for some reason.
I can agree with that. Like, we always make sure to keep our energy high, pick each other up, but we have come back from tough situations where we win by even just a few pins, but just making sure we're able to stay up there and just keep making good shots.